Judge, I think they're looking at you.
There's an iPhone 20 on the line there. Caller, please identify yourself, please.
Good morning, Judge. It's Attorney Ankes Davila. I'll see if I can change the name.
Oh, that's fine. I just need to know who it was.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Judge Esparza. Today is Tuesday, April the 23rd. We have some writ hearings scheduled for this afternoon. We do not have a court reporter. Excuse me. If you are requesting a court reporter, we will reschedule your hearing for a later date. Not hearing any objections, we will proceed as such. Annalisa, you ready?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. The first case we're going to call is C1753-24-E, State of Texas versus Santiago Reyna. Mr. Reyna was transported to Brooks, and they did not bring him this morning. My understanding is the parties have reached an agreement on this case.
That's correct, Your Honor. I spoke to Ms. De Leon yesterday. She's indicated the state agreed to a PR bond in this case.
Yes, Judge. Specifically on this strict charge, we've agreed to a PR bond.
Mr. Lindemuth, make sure you talk to your client. He's the one that was here about a month ago, correct?
Yes, Judge. That's the same one. We've already had that conversation.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and follow the agreement of the parties. Bond will be set at $3,000 PR. Same as before, random UA. He's supposed to be following that. Doesn't look like he is. Anything else?
Nothing from the state, Judge.
Nothing from defense,
We'll
Your
prepare
Honor.
an order this afternoon. We'll prepare an order this afternoon, Mr. Lindemann.
Thank you, Judge, and I will get on them again. Thank you.
All right, have a good afternoon.
Likewise.
The next case we're gonna call is C1770-24-J, State of Texas versus Angel Bentley, Angel? Is it Angel? Angel Bentley. You speak English, correct, Mr. Bentley? Mr. Guerra, this is your motion. Your client is present and he is English speaking. You may proceed, sir.
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking for a bond reduction on Mr. Bentley. He has currently he has a $25,000 on an aggravated assault causes bodily injury, and a POCS. He has a $4,000 cash surety. He's been living in Edinburgh for 3 months, Judge. He moved actually over here. He was working at Chili's. His fiance lives here, Judge, and that's the reason why he moved over here. He's had some cases in South Carolina when he was 17 years old. I believe it was a burglary. He has no plans to move back, and he has, I think, been arrested for some simple misdemeanor assaults in South Carolina as well. And that's the information that I have. I'm asking the court to consider it as low as it can go on the $25,000 bond and the $4,000 bond.
Judge, we're
That's it, Judge.
recommending to reduce the ag assault from $25,000 to $10,000 cash surety with no contact with the victim, and the drug offense from $4,000 to $1,000 cash surety.
We have no objections to that, Judge.
Okay, raise your right hand, sir. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? State your name, a little loud, please.
Bentley Angel.
You can put your hand down. How old are you, Mr. Bentley?
I'm 27.
Where were you born?
I was born in Memphis, Georgia.
How long have you lived in Hidalgo County?
I've been here almost 90 days. See, my family live in, I've lived here. See, my fiance, she would sign my bond, but I'm not sure she's not old enough yet.
Do you have family down here at all?
No, sir, I don't.
The state has requested that you have no contact with the victim. I'm reading the report. I believe the alleged victim is your fiance's brother, correct? So I don't know if there was a EPO issued on this case. Check my report.
It's my understanding, Judge, that the victim is going to be dismissing the charges as well.
I know your client filed charges against the alleged victim and he was arrested also.
I was going to drop the charges as well.
I did read the complaint. Go ahead and follow the recommendation of the state. I'm going to reduce the possession charge to $1,000 PR. And your client able to make that bond, Mondo, the $10,000 cashier?
I believe so, Judge. We do have 3 contact numbers for his family, and I believe that they will be making that.
Reduced to ag assault to $10,000 cash surety as per the agreement of the parties. Anything else?
Nothing
Nothing
from the
further.
state, Judge.
Nothing further, Judge.
Mondo, I believe you have another case, correct?
Yes, sir. Cruz Tamez, Your Honor.
Okay, states, we're gonna call, 31778-24-J, State of Texas versus Cruz Tamez. You speak English, Ms. Tamez?
Yes, Your Honor.
She is present in the courtroom. Mr. Guerra, this is your motion. You may proceed.
Your Honor, yes, she has the POCS. She's been in jail since February the 28th, 24. She's got a 5,000 cash surety on the POCS and a 7,500 on unauthorized use of a vehicle. We're asking the court to lower as much as possible, Judge. Possibly either 1,000 cash surety bond on the POCS and maybe 2,500 on the unauthorized use of a vehicle.
State,
Judge, we'd be opposed to a bond reduction. I know that there's, looks like she has a pending MTR to the 370th.
That's correct. That's correct. We're actually set tomorrow, Judge, and depending on what happens tomorrow, we may resolve the case. But in case we do not, that's why we're requesting some bonds on these cases.
we had already lowered the bond on this individual before, have we not, Mondo?
Yes, Your Honor, we did.
Let's see. Is there you said there's an MTR out of the 370?
Yes,
Yes,
Your Honor,
Judge.
it's set tomorrow.
I didn't see that.
Let me see. Unless I'm giving you the wrong date.
I saw a case where it was dismissed, a felony that was dismissed out of the 370th on in August of, well, let's see, yeah, in August of 2023. I didn't see the MTR. Been in custody, what, 55 days?
Yes, Your Honor.
The MTR judge, he had one case that was dismissed and then he has, I'm sorry. There's a case out of the 427119G, the injury to a child, that one still has an MTR.
The CAPIS has already been issued?
I'm not sure if it's been served yet, Judge. I do see it says
But it's
unserved
set
on
tomorrow, yeah.
But we are set tomorrow, Judge, and
All right, what I'm gonna do is on the POCS charge, I'm gonna go ahead and reduce it to $1,000 PR. On the unauthorized use of a vehicle, bond will be reduced to $2,500 cash surety. You have a motion to revoke on another case out of the 370. So we'll reduce your bonds on these two cases. You won't get out today. You have a hearing tomorrow on the motion to revoke. I don't know if the judge is going to grant you a bond in those cases. If he doesn't, you remain in custody. You understand that?
Yes,
All right. Anything else? If you do get out on bond, stay in contact with your attorney. You understand?
yes.
Anything else, Mr. Guerra?
Nothing, Judge, may we both be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, you may be excused. Thank you. The next case we're going to call is E1768-24-A, State of Texas versus Daniel Garces. You Garces, you speak English? Español? Mr. Garces is present. He is Spanish speaking. Mr. Ramirez, I'm not sure if you're aware, but your client does have an ICE hold.
Yes, Judge. Good afternoon, Dennis Ramirez on behalf of Mr. Garces. I did become aware of that in the week or in the few days that this has been pending now.
Okay. He is Spanish speaking. All I ask is that you go slowly so that they have an opportunity to translate.
I will, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. On behalf of Mr. Garces, I'm asking the court to consider a bond reduction at this time, Judge. Currently, his bond total $200,000. He is a co-defendant. His brother and father were also arrested. This is an altercation that occurred in San Juan, Texas. Judge, he's gainfully employed. He has roots here. I understand he has a nice hold. However, I believe in visiting with the family and a bond company, they are going to be able to work something out. It obviously is going to be more than the traditional 10% because of his status, but I know that they're in the process of getting that done. They don't have the resources to pay the amounts requested at this time. My understanding is that due to the law of parties, that's why he was arrested, due to the altercation, and he's being charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. As I understand the facts in the police report, the actual shooter, Severo Garces, his brother, his bonds have been reduced to $10,000 each on the 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And the 3rd count of unlawful carrying of a weapon, because I believe this was at an establishment to serve liquor, that was also reduced to $10,000, Judge. In light of that, I'd ask the court to consider perhaps a $5,000 bond on each one of these two. It's not being alleged he was a shooter. My understanding is, again, because of the altercation and the law of parties, he's being charged with the exact same 2 charges as his brother, as well as the father, Judge, who's still incarcerated. I have not had an opportunity to confer with the state to see what their recommendation is.
Annalise?
Judge, due to the facts of the case, there was 2 victims that were shot in the chest, and the fact that the defendant has an ICE hold. I mean, he is being charged with an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, whether he's the shooter or not, as he can be. So we'd be opposed to a bond reduction, Judge.
You had an opportunity to see the complaint, Mr. Ramirez?
I have not, Judge, no.
There are pretty serious allegations. 2 individuals were shot in the chest. Mr. Garces, Daniel Garces, along with his brother, appears, and his father were all in there at the time when these individuals, or it's alleged, they were all in there at the time when these individuals were shot. Who actually did the shooting, it's not real clear in the report, but obviously there was some type of altercation and two individuals were beaten and shot. Due to the fact that he does have an ice hold, and the seriousness of the charges or the allegations, this time I'm going to go ahead and deny any relief. The court retains jurisdiction for 30 days. Mr. Ramirez, if you want to revisit it before the 30 days, you're welcome to do so.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. That's all we have. Have a good afternoon.
Likewise, Your Honor. Thank you.
The next case we're going to call is State of Texas versus Ricardo Rosales, C1779-24-E. You speak English, Mr. Rosales?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rosales is present in the courtroom. He is English speaking. Mr. Mesa, this is your motion. You may proceed, sir.
Your Honor, Mr. Rosales he's got 4 cases that are felony cases. Obviously, he's got a possession of a controlled substance. That's a 3rd-degree felony. His current bond is set at $20,000. He's got another possession, another 3rd-degree felony set at $15,000. And then he's got a theft case, which it's a state jail felony with a bond of $25,000, Judge. On these 3, I'm asking the court to consider reducing the bonds to $5,000 each. The evading, as it is, we're not asking for a reduction on that one, Your Honor. That is set at $2,000. Mr. Rosales is a 38-year-old U.S. citizen. He's married. He's got children. Has been a lifelong resident of Hidalgo County. I believe his address is listed as Westlaco, but I think it's the Progreso area. I've been on the phone with his wife, Jacqueline Garcia. They're able to come up with some money, Your Honor, but I think if the court would consider reducing these bonds, they're able to make a bond, obviously, for him. And so he is going to have 2 theft cases that he's still going to have to work on. They're misdemeanor cases. I think those have verification of incarcerations on each of those. So at this point, we want to deal with the felony bonds at this point. And he's currently not employed. When he is employed, he is an oil field worker. And so the court wishes to impose any conditions. I think that there will be no objection to that at this point. If the court wants to impose AIP on him, I did speak with his wife. She said that would be something that obviously we're not going to pose, as well as my client, Mr. Rosales. So in lieu of that, Judge, I'd ask the court for consideration, obviously, in the bonds. I did not get an opportunity to speak with Ms. Vargas on these, Your Honor. So at this point, that would be our request on these cases, Your Honor.
What is that theft of verification, or I didn't see it on this complaint? Or is that?
He has 2 verifications of incarceration, but he has a new theft charge, Judge. Then let me see about those facts.
Is that the one that's part of the motion here?
I'm sorry, Judge?
The theft that's on your motion, is that the new one, or is that from a verification?
That's the new one, Judge. It's supposed to be a state jail felony theft.
Yes, Judge, he stole like a guitar, acoustic guitar, Samsung TV, 2 Motorola phones.
Were the items recovered?
Let me see, Deputy, he released the property. I don't know if it's all the property, because I just have like the probable cause statement, but it looks like some of those items were at least recovered.
Raise your right hand, sir. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Ricardo Rosales,
How old are you, Mr. Rosales?
38.
Where were you born?
I am a permanent resident. I was born in Rio Bravo, Tamaulipas, but I am a permanent resident.
I didn't see an ice hold on him, so
No, Judge, I don't see there's an ISO. My understanding is I thought he was a citizen, but obviously he's not. He's a legal permanent resident.
Okay. How long have you lived in Hidalgo County?
Since I was 9, which is 29 years,
30 years?
same address. I mean, I move off, maybe a couple of months at a time, come back. Work-wise,
What city are you currently living in now?
Progreso, Texas. The address is, the mailing address, which is they use the route, Westaco route, that's why the address is 604 there, Westaco, Texas.
Who do you live with?
Currently, I was staying at my parents' house.
Are you married?
Yes, sir.
You have children?
Yes, sir. I have a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Annalise, what was your position on the bond?
Judge, we were not in agreement with the bond reduction just because he was out on bond on 2 cases, although be it misdemeanors when he picked up this offense. Also, the fact that he picked up an actual evading charge shows that he's a flight risk.
Was he evading with the vehicle? Oh, yeah, it was with the vehicle. Okay.
With the vehicle, Judge, is the charge that is on there.
And they gave him a $2,000 bond on that?
Yes, Your Honor. That one's a $2,000 bond on the evading.
If you make bonds, sir, I'm gonna order random UAs through probation. No drugs, no alcohol. You come back positive, probation's gonna contact you to go in and get tested. If you don't show up, we're gonna have a hearing, see why we shouldn't put you in jail. If you show up and you're positive for drugs or alcohol, you're gonna end up back in jail. You understand me? Bond on the F3 possession set at 20,000 will be reduced to $5,000 cash surety. Bond on the other F3 possession that's currently set at 15,000 will be set at $2,500 cash surety. And bond on the theft charge, it's currently set at 25,000. Will be set at $5,000 cash surety. Total of $12,000, I'm sorry, yeah, 12,500 cash surety and bonds. If you make bonds, sir, stay in contact with your attorney, you understand me?
Yes, sir. I will.
And show up to probation when they call you to show up. Anything else, Mr. Mesa?
Judge, just on the $15,000 bond, the court reduced that to, was that 2,500, Your Honor?
2,500, yes, cash surety.
Very well, Judge.
So it's 5,000, 2,500, and 5,000.
Oh, very well. Judge, does the court want us to submit an order on this or?
We'll prepare an order of release this afternoon.
Very well. Thank you, Your Honor. That's all we have, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
The next case we're gonna call is C 1775-24-A, State of Texas versus Christopher Flores. You speak English, Mr. Flores? Sorry? Mr. Flores is present in the courtroom. He is English speaking. Laura, there you are. Ms. Barbosa, this is your motion. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Laura Barbosa on his behalf. Per the court's instruction, I conferred with the state, but any type of reduction was rejected. He's here on a retaliation charge, $8,000 third-degree felony, and 2 misdemeanor Class A's, failure to ID, resisting arrest, $1,500 each. I'm asking the court, he works as a welder, Your Honor. He does have 2 prior felonies, but they're both state jails out of the 370th, a POCS, and an unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. I'm asking the court to consider PR bonds with AIP so he can get back to work. He works as a welder, and so we can address the overcrowding problem at the jail.
Laura, is he on the 2 felony cases, they've been resolved? Is he on parole, probation, or are they still pending?
I believe the POCS was a time served. I'm not sure. There was reduced to a misdemeanor punishment or misdemeanor Class A I'm not sure what happened to the unauthorized use.
You see it, Annalise?
The unauthorized use was disposed of, Judge. He has a possession less than a gram from September of 2023, which he's out on bond on, that's pending. Oh, I'm lying. It still showed pending and it's disposed. Judge, I can actually recommend a reduction. Now that I've looked at it again, reduce the misdemeanors to a PR bond and the obstruction from 8,000 to 5,000.
Your Honor, would
Raise
the
your
court
right hand, sir.
consider, I'm sorry, Judge, would the
Let
court
me-
consider PR bonds with AIP? He'll be under house arrest, but the state can watch him. But that way he can get released. I was appointed and I don't know that he can afford even $5,000.
Okay, raise your right hand, sir. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. Speak a little louder, please.
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Christopher Blood,
How old are you, sir?
38.
Where were you born?
San
On what?
Juan, Texas.
Okay. You can put your hand down. Are you married, sir?
Yeah.
How many children you have?
I got 5.
They live with you?
Well, I take care of my 2 kids. My other 3 kids are all already,
They're adults?
they're
Where
dogs.
do you work, sir?
And Hidalgo as a welder.
Who do you work for?
I work for Ernesto Flores. Flores and repairing trucking firms.
How long have you been a welder?
I used to work in the dragline. It's like the oil field. It's where they take out the coal for the power plant.
What city do you currently live in?
Cabin, Texas.
You have a house or apartment you rent?
I'm living with my dad. It's just me and my dad. I take care of my
You
dad.
need to cooperate with the authorities here, the officers here. Don't be giving them a hard time, you understand?
No, what
I'm
happened?
just telling you, don't give them a hard time. Don't make matters worse for yourself. The bonds on the misdemeanor cases will follow the recommendation of the state. The failure to ID will be reduced to $1,500 PR. The resisting arrest will be $1,500 PR. I'm gonna order random UAs through probation, so probation department will contact you, just like I told the other individuals. No drugs, no alcohol until your cases are resolved. Don't answer, listen to me. If you're tested, you need to show up. If not, you're gonna be here with your attorney, seeing why we shouldn't put you in jail. Do you understand? If you show up and you're positive for drugs and alcohol, you're gonna end up in jail. You understand?
I don't take the court with drugs, sir.
Okay, good. Bond on the retaliation. You said he's out on bond on another case already?
No, Judge, I thought he was, but it looks like he's already, when I looked at it under different sections, they hadn't been entered, they've been disposed.
Yeah, the one I saw was from October 30th and he got a time served. It looks like 37 days for 37 days. How long has he been in there? 11 days. I'll reduce
13 days.
The retaliation charge to $1,500 cash surety. I'm not gonna order AIP at this time. I think with the drug testing, as long as he shows up and complies, we shouldn't have an issue.
Thank you, Your
Right.
Honor. That concludes my business for this Wolsonable Court. May be excused.
Yes, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you,
Have a
Judge.
seat. Let's see, the next case we're gonna call is C-1771-24-F, State of Texas versus Edminio Flores. Speak English, Mr. Flores?
Yes, I do, sir.
Mr. Flores is present in the courtroom. He's English speaking. Mr. Davila, this is your motion. You may proceed, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. My client has been in jail since April 12th on a $75,000 bond on an accusation of sexual assault. Your Honor, my client has never been in trouble before. He does have 2 kids. He is a U.S. citizen. He does have ties to the community. It should be noted that the alleged victim here is somebody who has been with my client for 4 years. I believe they have 2 kids together. As well as it should be noted that she has previously falsely accused him of offenses, Your Honor. In particular, she did accuse him of stealing a truck that was under his name, his own name. And we would just ask that if possible, we can bring this down. I know that under GA 13, this cannot be a PR bond, but I would ask if we can bring it down to a $3,000 and $5,000 cash assurity, Your Honor.
State.
Your Honor, I would be opposed to a bond reduction just due to the nature of the offense and the facts of the case. I understand defense counsel's position, but we take these kind of cases very seriously, and I think cash surety bond is appropriate.
And Your Honor, just one other note: there's no indication here that my client will not show up to court, or that he would be a danger to the society at large. Bonds are not to be used as an instrument of oppression. He hasn't been proven to have done anything yet. I'll just ask that it be brought again to a $3,000 to $5,000 cash assurity, or however low the court's willing to go.
Raise your right hand, sir. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
State your name.
Edminio Flores Jr.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 27 years old,
Where were you born?
in McAllen, Texas.
How long have you lived in Hidalgo County?
All my life.
Do you rent, own, or what do you in McAllen?
I rent.
You have children?
Yes.
How many?
2.
Where are they now?
I presume they're with their mother.
If you do make bond, sir, the magistrate who arraigned you, which was out of McAllen Municipal Court, ordered a protective order. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, Mr. Davila, but there is a
Yes, Your
protective
Honor.
order in place. The protected person is Darlene Valdez, who I believe is the victim in this case. There is, and also looks like 3 children. You're not to go, if you do make bond, you're not to have any contact with them for approximately 61 days, or go within 200 yards of the address located at 2313 Datil Street in Hidalgo. Is that where you live?
No.
Nor go near the elementary where your children attend. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Which I believe is looks like, well, you know where they attend school, correct?
Not at the moment, sir.
Okay. This will expire on Wednesday, June the 12th of this year. During that time, you're not to have any contact with the person I named. That means no phone contact, no driving by the house, because you will be arrested facing another charge. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
didn't call from in here because that's a violation. Understand? You need to have contact with him, do it through your attorney. Bond will be reduced on the charge to, you have a job, sir?
I was barely gonna get hired.
Doing?
At Sam's Club,
What were you doing before? You're 27 years old. What were you doing before?
I was doing like Uber and Lyft.
Bond will be reduced to $10,000 cash surety. Contact with victim, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Or the children. Anything else, Mr. Davila?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Go in there and see. State's gonna call C-1803-24-I, State of Texas versus Jose Armando Alzandua. English, Mr. Alzandua?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Alzandua is present. He's English speaking. Ms. Evans, this is your motion. You may proceed.
Yes, Judge. His bond is currently set at 100,000 for a DWI third judge. With all candor to the court, he does have 2 cases that are pending right now. There were verifications filed on those. On the 550523A judge, it is a third DWI. Right now, the bond on that one is set at 5,000. That is not involved with this writ. Additionally, he has 462719A, which is a DWI with the child. He has court tomorrow for that case. There is currently no bond set at that for that case right now. He has been on bond. From looking at the history of the case, I am the new attorney on it. His previous attorney had to withdraw due to a conflict. It did not appear that he had any NICIs or warrants issued for his failure to appear for any of the cases that were pending. We would be asking at this time for a 10,000 cash or surety bond, Judge. I did speak with the state judge. They are not meant to a reduction either.
Okay. No reduction or just opposed to 10,000?
I'm opposed to a reduction, Judge. He was out on bond on 2 other DW, like he had 2 other DWIs. I mean, it's on probation for one. And so is that an MTR pending for a DWI third, and then he's out on bond for another DWI third. So, I mean, now we have another DWI. We're gonna have a manslaughter on our hands if we don't control the situation.
Is there a motion to revoke, Bob? I did
Yes,
see the order. There is.
yes. And I will double check that, but I wrote it down, but.
I believe it's been pending. Like he's been out on bond with it revoked. I'm not sure though. I like I say, I just got on this.
I did see the 4627 that has no bond request on there. You said that one's set for tomorrow, Tracy?
Yes.
I'm a little concerned. That's a lot of DWIs. I don't know if he was ever ordered an interlock device or if he even has one. But even if he does, it doesn't appear that he's paying attention to it or following it. 'Cause it sounds like he's continuing to consume alcohol and getting behind the wheel of the car. Raise your right hand, sir. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Jose Armando Alzandua,
How old are you, sir?
49.
Are you currently on probation?
Now they put me like AFP, like
Okay, so you're not on probation.
no.
You have a job, sir?
Yes.
Where do you work?
Go back truck services,
What do you do there?
San Blaster.
You drive a truck?
Also,
I'll reduce it to 50,000 cash surety. If he doesn't have an interlock device, I'm gonna order an interlock device or portable.
I have a portable.
Okay, well, I'm verified with probation, fine with it. Yeah. Hold off, I'm gonna verify with probation that he does have an ignition interlock or portable, that he's complying with it, that there's been no violations. If there's been no violations, I'll consider reducing it to 50,000. Right now, I'm gonna leave it at 100,000 until I get those reports back from probation to see what the status is if he's been complying. I mean, obviously, he got arrested on a new charge, so he violated there, but I want to know how long he's had it on, what kind of violations, if any, there's been. So at this time, I'm gonna leave the bond as is until I have an opportunity to review those reports, from probation.
Okay, Judge, will you be setting like another status for it?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and reset this. Today's the 23rd. We can do it on, Monday of next week. Should be the 29th. To give probation an opportunity to give me back the reports.
And that way I can also report to the court whatever happens in the court tomorrow regarding the other bonds.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
That's all we have, Annalise. Tomorrow,
Thank
we're gonna
you.
tomorrow we'll start at 2:30.
Okay, Judge, I may have a meeting with someone, but we'll have someone on at 2:30, Judge. And just so you know, for the court's information, the PC hearings that were set for Thursday, those cases, that one was presented to the grand jury last week and one is presented today.
Hold on just a minute. There's somebody.
Yes, that's what from Junior. We did have him. I'm just unsure as to why we do not have him anymore.
I mean,
Is he separate, right?
Yes. Yeah, we had 10 and then one was dropped. He got sent to Brooks.
You got transported, Brooks.
No, that was Reina. That's the first one. Adrian went to go check. That's the first one they gave.
What's your name, sir?
Baron Salas Junior, sir.
Baron?
Baron, yes, sir. Barron.
That's your last name, your first name?
Sir, first name is Salas, then say BAS.
It's reset for Tuesday.
Okay. The 30th? That's, who's the attorney?
Didn't he call this morning? He saw that we
Is that
reset.
Mr. Bustos' client? Bustos? Yeah, your case was reset to next Tuesday, April 30th. Your attorney was called yesterday. They weren't going to be available and they reset your case till next Tuesday.
So I'll be seeing you next Tuesday, sir.
Tuesday on the 30th, yes.
All right, yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, we didn't.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I thought we had taken him off the list.
No.
Yeah, it was a reset, Annalise. We're done for this afternoon.
thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon. Thank you. And
You too.
tomorrow at 2:30.
Yes, thank you.